Now, to say that WWE has been thinning out their roster quite a bit over the past couple of weeks would be a massive understatement, as there have been some surprising roster cuts or releases recently, including the likes of Baron Corbin, who shocked fans with his release papers, as well as Indi, Hartwell, and Tegan. And it wasn't that long ago that Bobby Lashley, Ricochet, and Samantha Irvin walked away from WWE one way or another, so a lot of talent have been leaving the company recently, and according to a breaking new Backstage rumor, another star is on his way out of WWE, and it will certainly upset a lot of fans, as this young aspiring superstar showed massive potential and upside that will most certainly be realized by another wrestling company like All Elite Wrestling. And that said, aspiring superstar is none other than Montes Ford of the Street Profits. Now, Montes Ford is certainly a very interesting case, because while he has done great work with his tag team partner Angelo Dawkins, there's no doubt that most fans have seen much bigger potential in Montes Ford that goes way beyond the tag team division, yet the company refused to allow Montes Ford to become a breakout singles star, despite the fact that the whole Street Profits tag team gimmick has arguably run its course. And honestly, both names could be doing a lot more on their own with the right booking, especially Montes Ford, of course. Montes has the right look, charisma, and in-ring ability to be an absolute megastar for WWE. And while it was clear that Montes wasn't going to be given a big solo push while Vince McMahon was running things behind the scenes, a lot of fans expected things to change once Triple H took over control of the company, yet nothing has changed for Montes Ford and the Street Profits, and if anything, the tag team is as irrelevant as it has ever been in WWE under Triple H's booking. Even Angelo Dawkins has showed quite a bit of promise recently as he's tried to improve leaps and bounds in the ring and get in better shape, but his hard work along with Montes Ford's hard work has unfortunately not paid off for them, and the sad news is that Hunter has, reportedly, quietly released the Street Profits earlier today, according to a new Backstage rumor, with one of our insider sources sharing some valuable insight on the Street Profits release from WWE, the real reasons why, and all other details we have gathered up to this point on this shocking news. Quote, "So there's a pretty wild rumor going around that Triple H has decided to cut the Street Profits from the roster, and that their official release statements will be made in the very near future. Now, to some fans, this speculation will come as a big surprise, especially given the fact that so many fans feel Montes Ford has all the potential in the world to become a major star for WWE under the right circumstances. And even as a tag team with Angelo Dawkins, it's not as if the tag team divisions in WWE are stacked to the point where the Street Profits aren't needed or wanted in the division. A lot of fans are going to be asking the question, well, why on earth did Triple H and WWE decide to release or fire the Street Profits when they could add so much to the tag team division, and Montes Ford has a lot of singles potential? Well, from what we've heard up to this point, Triple H hasn't been a fan of the way in which Montes Ford and Angelo Dawkins have went about expressing their frustrations over their current positions in WWE. As many of you are likely aware, Montes Ford has been a trending topic amongst wrestling fans over the past week or so, with news coming to light that Montes was essentially unhappy and frustrated about his position in WWE, with Ford revealing in a recent interview that although WWE is his dream job, there has been a lot of frustration that the Street Profits basically aren't in the conversation of being a top tag team, and that nothing appears to be changing with their pushes always being start and stop, referring specifically to their time spent with Bobby Lashley, who's no longer in WWE anymore. Even Angelo Dawkins has recently taken to social media and expressed his own frustrations over the Street Profits booking after Montes Ford revealing what he did went viral in the wrestling community, and it's apparently something that rubbed Triple H the wrong way. Hunter feels like, instead of whining on the internet about their problems, Angelo Dawkins and Montes Ford should have come to him directly and talked things out, because Montes and Angelo expressing their frustrations online caused a lot of fan backlash heading WWE's way, with fans basically calling out WWE and Triple H for screwing things up with the Street Profits. Essentially, a whole bunch of negative PR came WWE's way after what Montes Ford said, which isn't something Hunter takes lightly anymore. The way Triple H reportedly sees it is that if you have a problem, you go directly to Triple H and keep the media and the fan base out of it. And that's the complete opposite of what the Street Profits did with their creative frustrations. And this apparently caused Hunter to make the call to prepare the release papers for Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Now, if it was a main event player airing out their frustrations publicly, the overall sentiment behind the scenes in WWE is that this would have resulted in that top star getting scolded by Triple H and management backstage, and essentially being in the doghouse for a while, as business isn't to be conducted like that anymore. But when you're middling mid-card talent who are not integral to the weekly shows, this was a recipe for disaster. And if Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins wanted to stay in WWE, they went about their frustrations the wrong way, and it will reportedly cost them their jobs with the company. Hunter apparently isn't done with the releases this year, and Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins doing what they did and openly venting their frustrations with the company in the way they did reportedly caused Triple H to make the call to expedite their releases. We have been told that the Street Profits could have already been on the chopping block during the next batch of releases, with WWE not having much of note planned for Montez and Angelo moving forward, especially after Bobby Lashley's unceremonious departure from the company. So WWE reportedly don't feel like Montez and Angelo getting released is a big loss for the brand overall, as neither star were factored into any major plans moving forward, or even in the tag team division for that matter. While Triple H felt like Montez Ford did have a lot of potential as a future singles star, everything is about timing in WWE, and Hunter wasn't ready or willing to push Montez as a solo star with the way the current landscape of WWE is right now, as all the major singles storylines are booked up well into WrestleMania 41 season. Now, this news likely isn't going to sit well with Bianca Belair, so it will definitely be interesting to see if tension grows between Belair and the company if and when the Street Profits release is finalized, similar to how Samantha Irvin decided to part ways with WWE when her husband Ricochet was let go by the company. Now, we've heard that there's a lot of interest in the Street Profits from other wrestling companies if they are in fact getting released or fired, with Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling particularly interested in Montez Ford, who they believe could be a big single star for their company. Some fans may call it a mistake for Triple H to have released the Street Profits over something like this, but Hunter reportedly hopes it sends a message to the rest of the locker room to come to him first before airing grievances or frustrations online for the world to see and judge. So if there's one good thing that could come from the Street Profits release, is that other talent will learn from their mistakes. Well guys, let us know down in the comments section below your thoughts on these shocking new backstage rumors that Triple H plans to release or fire the Street Profits because of the fact that Angelo Dawkins and especially Montez Ford aired their creative frustrations publicly instead of going directly to Hunter and sorting things out behind closed doors. And do you feel like this would be a big loss for WWE if the Street Profits are fired? Or were they unimportant in the grand scheme of things, and that their presences won't be greatly missed by the majority of WWE fans? And if and when the Street Profits are officially let go, what do you think their next move should be? A move to AEW, TNA, or another wrestling company? Let us know down in the comments section below. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.